Welcome to the 𝗙𝗵𝗲𝗰𝗵 the Dad Podcast, episode 18. Yep.
Oh, he's on it. Like, follow, subscribe. You know what to do. You're supposed to.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Oh, come on, dude. You gotta be prepared.
Right,
and our mission statement is...
Oh, yeah. We're just dads.
Talking to dads, learning to be better dads. Not pretending.
Wait, hold on. You're looking at him while you're looking at the camera.
Yeah. He loves me.
He loves me.
But the very first time we did this, on the first episode to sync up, you're the one who texted me, you guys should do that every episode, and that's why we do it.
I mean, like, how am I supposed to? It's 18 in. I can't remember all the things that you guys are doing.
You could.
Anyway, we are here with Timmy Fasano, my best friend and heterosexual life partner.
I'm not British.
I know. I was going to let you go with it as long as possible.
Tom,
is he not picking up?
He
really
dared me to. He's like, you can't commit to that. I was like, I'll commit to that.
I thought you were going to stay with it the whole time.
It was hard.
I was enjoying being British.
Yeah,
actually,
dude.
to be quite honest, I felt more like regal and.
We got Joe.
He said...
Did I get you? Oh, sweet.
I 100% knew it was false when he said, "Can I go to the loo?" I was like, "All right, yeah, no."
Can I curse on here?
Dude,
No.
I told you when we get here to talk less, and then they were buying it. I'm like, Timmy's getting carried away.
He didn't say much. Right. In case, obviously, they have no idea what's going on. Timmy was British when he showed up here, and he stayed committed to it.
I came in and I was being quite polite and doing all this stuff and like saying
posh
fucking
bullshit.
The thing is, I have a British friend. His name's Alex. And I spend a lot of time with him, so I've picked up.
I'm not jealous of that at all.
He had me where I gave up on it completely. When I said that on the phone, I was like, "There's no way you talk like this." And he said, "It's almost been taking the piss out of me." I was like, "Yeah, no way, dude, no way."
All right. Yeah. Well, you asked me. You said, "Do you think he believed me?" I said, "No."
He said yes.
I'm good at picking up on it.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I am excited about this.
Me too.
We got a special Saturday filming just for this.
Yep.
And just, Timmy has a job. He doesn't live in South Carolina. He drove here from
Britain.
I drove from Britain.
He drove here from Leeds.
It was pretty quick too. Charlotte. I can't
He took the ferry.
I took my family with me, to be honest with you. We were making a trip out of this, staying overnight.
Good.
And the kids were like super excited. My kids and my wife are with his kid.
Dude, James was excited when he got to the house.
Dude, he's an excited.
So you're staying towards the beach?
We're staying in Conway.
I was going to say, I hope you didn't come to stay in Florence because your kids would be pissed.
Although I am going to come on the way back, we're going to go to Buc-ee's because it's like...
I hope they never go to Buc-ee's.
What?
Dude, I mean, when it was coming to Florence, I'd never heard of it.
So
before.
angry.
Really?
Because I never heard of it. So everybody's we're getting to Buc-ee's. What is it? And like, it's a gas station, but it's like...
You ready? No, that's not what they said.
Big gas station.
They said these exact words. Buc-ee's, it's like a lifestyle.
No,
everybody said.
That's the first time I've heard that said.
Really?
I swear
dude.
I swear on my balls.
But you haven't been.
I don't want to go.
Why?
Because
you can't go on a weekend.
It's a gas station with a bunch of shit. Like,
bro, if you go on,
he's like this cool. This is.
I am too cool. You didn't know that?
I could see that the socks you're wearing. You're definitely cool.
This is black socks are dad. Black socks and shorts.
Hey,
are
can you do me
dad.
a favor? Did I mute the green mic or the yellow mic?
Everyone talking at the same time.
Hello.
They're all making way.
They're all muted.
Look at the bottom.
Okay, one at a time.
No, look at the
One at a
bottom
time.
where it says mute. One should be red,
Oh yeah.
Yellow.
which
Yellow.
is what color?
Look straight up. Yeah.
Yellow's
I
muted.
can see it from here.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I just wanted to be sure because I thought about that. I looked over there. Sorry, that
No worries.
technical thing.
No worries. So.
Yeah. Anyways, so what do y'all want to talk about
This week in dadding.
this week in dadding?
Yeah.
Timmy, start us off.
This week in dadding.
So give us a quick qualifications. Your kids, the age.
Yeah, so I've got two kids. Boy named James. He's going to be 5 on October 21st, which is a day after Tom Petty's birthday.
Okay.
Which I'm upset about that we couldn't wait. We had him during COVID, and both of my kids are IVF babies. So we had them through the process of IVF. Don't know what it stands for.
We'll talk about that. Yeah.
We could talk about that.
In vitro fertilization?
Sure.
Irritable bowel syndrome.
No, I have IVF. My kids were born through IVF.
with IBS.
with IBS.
Very traumatic for the kids.
Exactly. No,
And COVID.
And COVID. So we have James. I'll tell that story too. But and then my daughter Lila, who's gonna be 3 in March.
Nice.
So yeah, and I had kids.
Which one's your favorite?
Me.
Tom. At one point, Tom kind of was my kid, I guess, in some respects. We could probably say a little bit.
Yeah. Timmy's was the good angel on my shoulder growing up.
Yeah.
And every other person I knew was the devil on the other shoulder.
Literally. No, so 2 of them. I love my son so much. Right now, in this moment.
I was waiting for a but.
No. Like, it's not a but. You said but. I didn't say but. I said
Did
now.
my mouth move? I didn't say anything.
In this moment, my daughter Lila is definitely, I'm more in tune with her. And I think that's just like, dad, daughter kind of thing.
Damn, you did not have to answer which one was your favorite.
No. I didn't say favorite.
You're the first one to fall for that shit.
I'm not saying favorite. I'm saying right now I'm just connecting with her in a
Breaking
way.
news. Timmy likes Lila better than James.
I get that because like Heartbeat is my best friend right now. I mean, but I have to put a lot of my 2-year-old is who I have to put the most time into. My other kids are getting old enough they can kind of entertain themselves and take care of themselves to an extent.
Yeah,
I think that's
taking
it too.
A shower for some reason that's a problem for one of them.
Well, that's sort of like this weekend, like the showering situation with both my kids right now is probably the most chaotic, unenjoyable experience that I could possibly go through because they're both. You'll see soon enough.
Are they
man.
scared?
You're gonna have 2 kids. You'll know. You'll
I'm gonna
see
be
it.
like working late a lot.
You ever see Ace Ventura,
Absolutely.
Pet Detective? You know when he comes out of the after being in the tank with Snowflake and he closes his door and he's just soaking
in water.
Yeah. He's like, do not go in that. After like when we get out of the bath, me and my wife, we're just drenched in because it's just chaos.
That's good because I thought the reference you were making was after he finds out that Einhorn is a man and he's burning his clothes in the shower.
Well, let me finish. I didn't get to the end of it.
I get there.
Yes.
I thought it was squeezing out of the rhino.
Found Captain Wink. Yeah, dude, that scene kills me, man.
That's one of the only memories of the second one that sticks with me still to this day. Yeah, and 𝗙𝗵𝗴𝗴𝗴𝗴.
Yeah, that one's good too.
Right in my leg. That gets me. That one really gets me. I had to watch that again to appreciate how funny the second one was.
It's not like the first one. The first time you watch it, you just get every joke and it's just hilarious. But the second one takes like 8 or 9 years in between watching it to really appreciate it.
It's so funny you said. I just had this memory. So my aunt married an Ecuadorian man, and so I grew up. So he used to bring some of his nephews would come to visit, and one of his nephews came to live with them.
You always resented her for that, right?
Always. But he wasn't. This kid wasn't Ecuadorian. But I just distinctly remember bringing. She's like, take him to a movie. We went to see Ace Ventura. He didn't speak English, and he cracked up the entire movie. And I remember being like 12, being like, this kid he got it. It was just, and I remember thinking to myself like, damn, I guess this movie is really good.
Dana Carvey talks about that on his podcast. Like certain people are funny with the sound off. He's like, there's certain people he'll have and he'll be talking like you could have the TV on mute and watch them perform and crack up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty hard not to smile or laugh at Jim Carrey with his hair like this, like horns, with freaking chaps on.
So good.
Yeah.
That scene is timeless. All right,
favorite,
back to the show.
favorite first movie joke. First one that comes to mind.
From Ace Ventura?
Yeah.
Favorite. I'm freezing.
Saddlebags did it for me.
I mean
I can't even remember how.
Why
it's
don't you
delivered.
cry about it?
Yes,
Saddlebags.
Yes.
I think the when he sings out of his ass, that was a good one.
That's
that
a
was
good one.
A really good.
My favorite. I don't know if it's a line. It is a line. It's when he's in the insane asylum. He said, "Put me in, coach. I know there's a lot riding on it, but it's all psychological."
No,
that whole scene, and he goes up to the water fountain and
and he prays and slams his head on the bench.
Finkel.
Finkel. There's so many good ones.
Yeah.
And then like watching it, another one of my favorites on the rewatches was the chewing the sunflower seeds, and it says he doesn't smoke. It's a disgusting habit.
Yeah. And
spitting shells.
And after
everywhere.
he finds out about Einhorn, and he's got all those pieces of gum that he's just
Yeah,
feeding
yeah,
him.
yeah.
It's like this huge glob. Your gun is
When he's-
sticking into my hair.
When he's driving with Dan Marino at the end, he's like, "That's none of your damn business, Dan. I'll thank you to stay out of my personal affairs." That cracked me up too.
Yeah,
we could literally sit here
Yeah,
and
we
quote
could
this
just sit
whole
here.
movie.
That's a different podcast.
Yeah,
altogether.
that is.
All right, so the showering situation. So what's so chaotic about it? How old are your kids? 3 and what?
4 and 3, basically.
4 and 3.
Yeah, or 5 and 3. So I don't know how old they are.
Which one's more chaotic?
Here's the thing. My daughter is like, my son James is like, he's got a lot of energy, but he's quite like subdued when he's by himself.
Right.
My daughter Lila, she's got like unicorn's blood or something in her, man. She's just
Tiger blood.
yeah, like fiery. She's on all the time. And I think between both, I mean, both of them are in a tub. It's not like the biggest tub either, you know,
Yeah.
standard size. And it's just, they just want to wreak havoc, man. They just want to go. And it's splashing and it's,
Yes, I have the sliding glass doors, and when Harper's taking a bath, I have to close them both because she just.
yeah. And like, I had like a hard time, especially when Lila was born. You know, you go from 1 to 2, like you go from, my perception on this is like, you go from like, you know, zone defense
Yeah.
to like a man
Man
to man.
coverage.
Yeah, like, and you're like
You're
separated.
Such a good
outnumbered.
analogy.
Yeah, you're outnumbered, right? Yeah.
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 Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But luckily, I'm the linebacker, and I'll fucking tackle all of them. So.
Good. Yeah.
The other part of
Beating
this,
your kids solves a lot of problems.
the other part of this is like, there is this like unspoken, like, trying to, between me and my wife, about passing off some of the duties during like, you handle this part this time. And I'm like, well, maybe you should handle this part
You
this
guys
time.
should do
Like,
what we do. We play rock, paper, scissors every time there's an unpleasant thing that has to be done.
see, I'd win
That's
every
2 out of
time. I
3.
should do that. 'Cause
Well,
I would
paper
win.
wins every time.
Does not.
Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it?
Sam's
Rock
starting to
should
figure
beat
it out
It's a
though.
rock. It should
Sam
beat
does
everything.
this. She'll go 1, 2, and on the way down, she's looking at my hand. I'm like,
Oh, she-
don't.
She's
It's like she has like quick reaction. She'll go,
You're like 1, 2.
both my kids are actually in pre. Don't even get me started on the whole schooling thing. Like, it confuses the hell out of me.
Well, I mean, we
Tom,
goes to
too.
day school.
she
Yeah.
confuses Tom too.
Yeah, that's why I stopped.
Yeah, but like where I live in, right outside of Charlotte, there's like, when I grew up, it was like you go to that school then, and then when you're this age, you go to that school, and then high
Right.
school you're this school. And now it's like there's this fight for lotteries and zoning and
Yep, district.
And I want my kids to have a great education. I do,
Then don't send them to school.
but don't send them to school. But like, so they're both in preschool, so that's another area of like acting out and like the social, like keeping up with the Joneses. Like, so there's like all of these dynamics that are happening all at once right now at one time. And I think back to my original point about my daughter's not my favorite.
So James is your favorite. I knew it.
James isn't my favorite. But like,
Neither are
we're
his favorite.
connecting on
You don't
it.
like either one of your kids.
We're just connecting in a different way now. That's like,
Yeah.
we haven't yet. You
Yeah.
know? So it's just kind of like a nice, like,
Yeah.
and I'm terrified because I have to like teach her how to be a woman. And I don't like, and how to respect herself. And I don't,
Yeah,
how the hell do you do that?
Yeah.
it's tough.
Yeah.
We
that's
talk
a
about
whole-
that
We
all
talk
the
about
time.
that a lot.
It's
And we
so
should.
tough,
Yeah.
man.
And we should talk about that all the time.
Yeah.
What do you talk about when you talk about, like on the podcast? you talk
Yeah,
about?
like
Yeah.
what
I mean,
are
I
we
listen.
doing? You know, we all grew up in a different time. You know, social media wasn't there telling our kids, telling our daughters what to think
Gangster
about
rap exists.
themselves.
It's true.
And yeah, rap is so demoralizing to self-esteem for girls.
It's true.
Fucking destructive.
Yeah.
But it's just like we're
You know
just
what
in a
corrupted
different.
to never be broke?
Who?
Yeah,
Is that a rap band?
If corrupt gave a about a bitch, he'd always be broke.
Oh, you're doing, yeah, that's very
quoting.
white, Tom. With the sock on and like the leg up, that's, you can't really pull that off.
You didn't see this week's episode where I asked my whitest question ever.
Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
Is baby mama a negative thing? Sincerely asked that question.
Is it?
Yeah, okay.
Like, is that a
Thank
negative
you.
yeah. I mean, that's
Thank you.
that's a genuine question because some people hear that and they use it like in a derogatory term, like, "Oh, my baby daddy did this," and it just sounds bad.
I mean, I have a baby mama. She's the mama of
Yeah, you're married to your baby mama.
my baby mama. Yeah, like,
Right.
I don't look at that as like a negative thing.
Yeah,
at all.
but in theory, if you looked at your wife and you said "sup, baby mama" versus "sup, babe," I feel like one would be taken one way and the other would be taken normal.
Jake, you don't know
Hey,
me
baby
like
mama?
that. She'd probably think she'd probably be like, oh God, he's on something.
Nah, I mean, She'd be
I
like,
torture
"Fucking
my
Timmy."
wife. I feel now that I'm thinking about this, like I just torture her with the British accent thing. Like I just do bits.
I get stuck. You get stuck in a character?
Yes.
Oh,
I
my
get
kid-
stuck
it
to
drives
the
my
point of
kids
like
nuts.
I can't stop. Like I want to stop and I can't stop.
Joe, tell me that's not me. I get stuck in a character and it drives my kids crazy because I won't let it go for like 2 hours. Like we'll both do it. We'll do the really, really thick Southern thing and just...
Let's hear some.
Yeah, let's hear it. Are you Southern? Are you?
No, I'm from Ohio. Dude.
Okay. So,
I say y'all. That's about as Southern as I get.
He's
So
been here
people
more
from
than
Ohio
half.
think I'm like, you're so Southern. It's like, I'm really not. We do like the...
Ohio talks like that?
No, I guess not.
Because you're Southern adjacent.
No, they're all like this. You're so Southern. That didn't.
Oh,
that
they're all
wasn't
gay in
it.
Ohio?
They all say you're so Southern. There we go. They're Middle Eastern.
you Southern.
That's right. Yeah, it's the Middle East.
They're like, oh, I had to reel it back.
Oh,
Can't get away with that.
I had to reel that one back. Whoa.
he pulls out like a bomb vest.
Just it. Allah Akbar. Sorry.
Oh God, I can't wait to edit this one.
Yeah, this one's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
All right, this week, what happened with you?
This week and day. All right, so this week
Since Wednesday.
since this 3 days in daddy. One thing I thought about. So I did a couple things with Amelia, and it's kind of the double-edged sword of being able to have a single income household so your wife can raise your kids, which I'm happy that can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Privilege.
But Amelia's so attached to mommy that anytime that I want to do something one-on-one with her, she's like, no, mommy. And then like she'll get like we always end up having a great time. There's plenty every day where she just tells me she loves me out of nowhere, hugs on my leg, hugs on my arm. But whenever I want to do something with her, there's this like curve of like you hungry? She's like, yeah, I know mommy's not here.
That'll change though.
I know. But I'm actually looking forward to when Michael comes and the newborn just needs mommy so much. And I could be like,
Great.
mommy doesn't
That's
care
on
about you
that's
anymore.
on record because I want to come back to this moment after maybe 2 months after your Michael is born and replay that and
Yeah,
see how
'cause you're not gonna
you
be
should come
paying
back
attention-
to that for sure.
You're gonna forget Amelia exists.
I'm going to be the one
I don't
who's
mean
there
that in
to
a
make...
negative way.
No, yeah.
He's gonna demand a lot of attention.
Yeah. But
From
I'm going to
both
be the
of you.
one who needs to occupy Amelia so my wife
Yeah.
can take care of the newborn.
See, you could be lucky like I was. Harper hated me the first 2 months. And I don't mean that like she just hated me, just like, but
No, I've
she
met
was
you.
so much, she was so much more comfortable with mommy that
Yeah.
I
you.
was able to
Yeah.
like kind of hang out with the kids during that while Sam was, putting in
Yeah.
that time. But then like 2-3 months went around and then she became my best
I'm
friend.
going to try to grow a beard, and then when I kiss the baby, he's going to cry like crazy.
You can't grow a beard.
I know. I'm making my last try. So the way I look at it is you see what it looks like when I try to grow a beard, right?
I have.
Yeah.
Is
So
yours as bad as mine?
since we can't have sex for 6 weeks after the C-section anyway, might as well try then.
You can't have
Cushy.
vaginal sex. I'm just saying, like you could. There's other ways.
We've distinctly told you we're not talking about butt sex on the Dad podcast, Timmy.
I did
told
say-
you
I did say butt
before we started filming.
sex. There's no fact that I've said that. This is on my writer. I was reading. I'm like, can you explain this first line item? No butt sex
What
talk.
is this butt sex nonsense?
Damn it, Timmy.
And why is this relevant? It's a dad podcast.
All right, so maybe I won't grow a beard.
No, you should definitely grow a beard. You
I'm
should,
gonna try.
you
I'm
should
going
definitely
for it
try
one
and
last
grow a
time.
beard.
You should.
Yeah, I'm making, and the worst part is for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, it's like, looks like it's gonna happen this time, and then like
Yeah.
they're not all equal.
They don't-
the stubbles.
They don't attach.
It's like you start to see that I have like the 1% that's growing quicker than
It
the.
deceives you.
Dude, if
Yeah.
I could just walk around and just have this profile, I would be
You
so
got a
proud of
good-
my beard.
You have a good.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
facial
this
side.
side's got
oh, it doesn't
patches
come in.
missing. And right now, I've just found out because I had to try to get it all even. I
Suck
have a
it.
balding spot right here.
From what?
no, from shaving, from
saw-
trimming up.
We also did hand gesture.
That was the line item 2 on my rider, by the way. It was like no
No
hand gestures such as this.
God.
You don't want to be messing around
My
with
kids are gonna watch this one day.
They will.
Yeah.
They're gonna appreciate your sense of humor.
At some point, everybody grows up to realize that their parents were just regular people too, that made stupid, immature jokes.
Absolutely. The moment that I stop making immature jokes is the moment that I want you to put me
Inappropriate
down.
jokes. I remember the first time I was old enough for my dad to make a big dick joke around me. It wasn't like that exactly, but
Rolf
at the urinal,
or
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So my stepdad. So at the urinal, we're both peeing, and he goes, "Oof, the water's so cold,"
Oh,
implying that it's dipping
Shrinkage.
in the water. No,
Shrink.
implying that it's dipping in the water when he takes it out. And I'm just like, that's pretty good.
well done.
Yeah, I'm like, all right. So, and then I reached deep into I was like, stuck in my sock.
I've never had that problem before.
Anyway, so Michael, Amelia, when you're old
Sorry.
enough to watch this, yes, all the jokes I yelled at you for making, I made before I ever yelled at you for making.
You got to
them.
cue in like the 90s sitcom music when you say that and like zoom in close. Michael, Amelia.
Which show would that have been on?
Full House.
Okay.
Definitely Full House.
Every Step You Take was playing in my head the second you said 90s.
Do you know that the same guy wrote all those songs and sung all those songs?
I believe
it's
it.
like a whole he just was like killing all those themes, and he's like
What do you mean? Like,
Everywhere you look.
that song, Step by Step.
Okay.
Whatever all those.
Because in my head, I'm like,
90s
how many
sitcoms,
songs are on Full House?
You know, all those.
Just the one.
I mean, Jesse and what about Jesse and the Rippers, man? Jesse and the Rippers had some tunes.
That's
you
what.
know,
Yeah,
remember that?
yeah.
But
Dude,
like,
John
and the Beach
Stamos is
Boys?
a way better drummer than I ever thought he
Dude.
was. I saw like a recent video of him. He's actually pretty damn good, dude.
He does the. Did you watch the one that?
Does he look 30 yet?
It was the Drumeo. No,
Yeah,
he's-
drum. That's what.
Yeah, he was on. He's 29.75. He's almost there.
Yeah, age has been kind to him for sure.
Vampire.
100%.
Him and Tom Cruise are vampires.
Tommy
Tom
Cruise.
Cruise is looking older. He's just like not acting it, and he's physically incredible.
Age is kind to men. You know.
That sounded a little gay.
It did sound.
Sorry, I apologize.
Sorry, Tom.
It's physically incredible.
He looks unbelievable.
Specimen.
Just
How did you guys come up with the this week in dadding?
I don't know. We just
spitballing.
we
Just
spitballed
spitball.
like 20 different segments, and we only used 2 of them.
I mean, the other segments are good, but they would have to be ones where we don't have a guest because it's not feasible to try to get to all of them in one episode because there's so much you want to talk about. If we tried to get to every segment, we would take up 15 to 20 minutes on a segment,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then
Episode 2
we're
goes,
9 segments in, and 4 days later we'll finally start editing the podcast.
Yeah, see, I'm not thinking about the logistics of
Oh,
that
yeah,
at
no.
all.
Yeah, me neither. I'm just like, get it done.
Well, just like one of the ones that I wish we'd go back to. It was
Cameron?
my favorite thing that we've done so far was we made fake advertisement.
I know.
Those are good. Those are good.
And we haven't gone back to it, and it was like so good.
We have
was
like
the
2
funniest.
we have 3 really good ones ready
Yeah,
that we never used.
we'll get to it.
So wait, it just didn't hit. You guys were like,
No,
this
we
is
just don't have
just
time.
time.
Oh, time.
Yeah, we don't have time to do it. And because honestly, I think the first one, I think it took me 30 minutes to make it, but we just like don't make the time to sit down and really write the script for it and then
Yeah.
commit to it and then do it.
What's
Yeah.
the one that you guys did though? The mommy.
No,
Toddler
toddler tasers.
So that was it. That was my contribution to it.
Tasers?
That was my entire contribution to it, and he fucking ran with it. And it was like watching AI print a script. He was just like, and it was like first take. I'm like, this is it.
I just used all stock footage and made a
You
commercial.
just made it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But when we recorded the audio for it, like you wrote it so quickly. But anyway, so what was your week in dadding?
This week, me and Sam have finally figured out a way. So I told y'all on the last episode that we were trying to get Harper off the bottle,
Okay.
which has led to almost an impossible task of getting her to go to
How
sleep.
old's Harper?
She's 2.
Okay.
So it's like an impossible task, right? So we used to just be able to rock her, give her a bottle, and out she went. But we're trying to get her off the bottle because she's like a freaking crackhead with that thing. She'd be like, "Oh, Baba, hey, Baba," at like 2 PM. And you're like, "Ugh, no, we have that for at night." And then she's like, "Ah!" So we gotta like,
So that's a crackhead.
yeah. So we, dude, I mean, seriously. And then as soon as you give it to her, she's like,
That's a heroin addict.
Heroin. Okay, there you go. Well, anyways, so we finally figured out the trick with her is to basically have just a conversation while we're sitting in there with her. So I'll be rocking her, and it's like
you just bore her to sleep.
Yes, but it's awesome because we figured out a way to like catch up with. We both work so much. We figured out a way to catch up with one another and actually talk about our day and stuff. And the entire time that this is going on, we're catching up. We're talking real, like we're not like whispering, but we're just talking pretty low tempo, like just something.
Golf announcer voice.
Yeah, NPR, dude. That's what I told Sam. I said we just NPR'd Harper to sleep, and we just sit there and we have a conversation. We catch up with each other for about 15 minutes.
This
and
is
she's
good.
asleep.
That's smart.
Dude.
Nice.
It's awesome because
NPR your kids to sleep.
I mean, well, for real though, because when they're at that age, they don't want to miss out on anything. They want to be where you guys are. Like she wants to always go fall asleep on the couch while I'm watching football, but it's like I don't want that to be a habit. I want her to fall asleep in her room.
Yeah,
like as much as possible.
You start the game, you finish the game.
Space,
you don't
that's
fall
right.
asleep. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Did you sleep train when they were younger? Did you sleep train? Any of you? Don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Don't believe in it?
No, it's not that I don't believe in it.
It's hard.
It's that I clearly did not know enough. Anyway, my wife did not take my advice.
Harper still comes and
How
gets
do I? Tim, shut up. Why are you asking me that?
Why you pulled me into an argument that I've given up on already?
I mean, I wake up every morning still, and Harper's in the bed.
Yeah.
Like, we'll get her to sleep, and she might stay asleep until 2:00. She's gotten up a couple times, like pretty early, like 3:30 in the morning, and she's like,
Have you tried deadbolting her
slapping
door?
no, because then she'd freak out and wake everybody up. She'll just like slap me in the face. She'd be like, Dad, I want to watch dinosaurs.
Oh, it's the best.
She wants to watch Seinfeld?
I want to watch dinosaurs. No, it's dinosaurs.
Oh.
Bad dinosaurs.
Wait, she
There's
is
something
a
on there.
Seinfeld
No,
already?
that's
No.
Seinfeld, but dinosaurs. Like it's just them.
Dude, this is my favorite thing she says. I want to watch
That's
dinosaurs.
the best, man. Me and my wife spent all this time trying to get like through the day, which is a horrible thing to say. Like sometimes, I mean, it's true. Like it's just like it's hard. You know what I mean? And then we get to the end.
He's got a handgun with one bullet in it.
We just try to survive.
I'm just ready.
This
And
is
then
for
you
when I
get-
have a bad day.
then we
This
get
is
to
for
the
when I
end-
have a really bad day.
We get to the end of the day and like we'll sit there and catch up, right? Because you can't
Mm-hmm.
talk as the kids get older. You can't really have conversations without like
Dude,
interruptions.
when you got 4 kids, it's almost impossible.
Or oh gosh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
But then at the end of the day, we'll sit there and all we'll do after like 30 minutes, we'll just look at photos and talk about how great our kids are. Like,
Yep.
as like it never happened.
I do love that every now and then my phone has the memories, and it just
Yeah.
reminds me how much fun I've had with my kids
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
how grown they are.
Yeah. You know what I forgot about this week, though, was today when I was getting... All right, so Timmy's on his way here. I'm sure every husband can relate with this. Wife goes into crazy cleaning mode
Yep.
in the house.
Scary.
Tension's thick. And I'm just like, Amelia, you want to go to robot store with Daddy? And that's BJ's because they got the robots that do the inventory and they clean. You ever notice those? BJ's Wholesale?
No.
Literally, they got like a robot that just goes around and it scans and does inventory. And then they got
Oh,
robots that
yeah.
sweep and mop.
Dude, the one that sweeps blows my mind.
Yeah.
But I mean, if a Roomba can do it and not run into you, I would assume that they programmed that.
That's true.
to
Yeah.
Have sensors.
I keep trying to lie down in front of it, but I go, you want to go to robot store? And Amelia was like, yeah, that's how thick the tension
You're
was.
talking about like the Walmart Zamboni, right? That's essentially what it is, right?
I suppose, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a BJ. I don't go to BJ's.
That's right. You were just about to say I'm not a
I was
BJ guy?
about to say I'm
I'm
not
a
a
BJ
BJ
guy.
I'm like, stop.
Maybe.
Don't say that.
Well, I love a good HJ.
I love an HJ. No, HJ, they're underrated, man.
Whole
Don't say
Foods.
that.
So anyway,
Whole Foods joint.
so I'm getting her in the car, and my wife, the garage door's open. She's putting the dog bed in the garage to sweep and mop the floor and everything. And she's like, "Mommy's in the garage," and I'm like, "Yeah, mommy's cleaning right now." And Amelia goes, "Yeah, she needs to." And I swear, in that tone, like just like that, like, yeah, she needs to. Then she's like, "Daddy's favorite color is green."
What was the? She was cleaning because we were coming, and she
Yeah.
didn't want the house to be.
That's just how, she was cleaning a spotless house.
Yeah, your house is immaculate.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
It's always like that.
Yeah.
And anytime there's company coming, it's like you think
Company.
Yeah, your
That's a
company.
good word. No, I like it. I use yeah.
They don't say that in
They don't,
England.
They don't say that in
On your
England.
side of the pond?
They
No?
do not say that on my
No.
side. I mean, when you drive over,
Right.
you definitely they say it, but not.
Yeah, So,
Well, you take a fucking lift over.
Mate, when you do it,
Yeah,
you
the
know, you can have it, you muppet.
but anyway, and then I get in the car in the driver's side, and Amelia goes, "Daddy, are you white?" And I'm like,
You
"No,
cried.
my wife is mixed race."
You cried.
No, I was like, "Wait, what did you just ask me?"
I'm Peach.
And then I guess she goes, "Daddy, are you
I'm
white?"
Peach.
Yeah. I'm like, "Yes,
I got a reddish,
Daddy's
I got a
white."
pinkish hue.
So I guess my wife's been talking to her about how mommy's mixed race, daddy's white, and Amelia is, I guess she's more white than not. Thank God.
She's got to be. It's got to be 75%, right? I mean,
Dodge that bullet.
it can't be 50 because if your wife's 50, you're 100.
Yeah, but
she's in the 75%.
I'm also like
side.
a quarter Italian, and then
white.
Basically.
we're
basically-
counting Italians as white now.
We do?
That's what I mean. That's what you're
No.
saying, right?
I mean, I was
Yeah.
making that joke. Yes.
Yeah.
I
Southern.
don't know if I would blanket statement it like that, but
Let's be clear.
When did they start doing that? And I literally robbed that joke from Saturday Night Live. We're counting Italians as white now?
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good joke.
But anyway, so yeah, my 3-year-old daughter asked me if I was white today.
What did you say? You didn't say what you said.
I said, yeah.
Yeah.
As
Dad's white.
Good answer.
his response
Yeah.
just as
I said, Amelia, if Corrupt gave a about a bitch, he'd always be broke.
See, now that worked. That worked now.
All right, so one of the things that that we brought up last time, which I love that I got to bring it up because it's a huge part of my life. As a dad, I know you play music.
Yep.
So you play in a cover band.
Tribute
Correct.
band.
Tribute band. Whoa,
Tribute
whoa,
band.
you want to
Sorry.
make an enemy quick?
I don't get upset about it, but people
I
get
mean, know your enemy. So
people get upset. Yeah, I play in a rage. I play in a based out of Charlotte. I play in a Rage Against the Machine tribute band.
that's so
Yeah.
sweet,
Yeah,
dude.
it's so much fun,
So, and you guys had you really brainstormed for a unique name, right?
dude. I joined the band after the name was created.
Dude, there's so many other choices. I'm not hating on it.
No,
but
no, listen.
There was definitely some better choices.
You know, I tell the joke all the time. What, are you making jokes behind me?
No, I was going to say, logistically, when you think about merch, it was genius. Because you could just take Rage shirts and slap
Put a duct
TN
tape
on it.
It's true.
Yep.
Yeah. The thing that I tell people is I say, because they're like, it's N Rage Against the Machine, like EN.
Right.
Again, it is what it is.
As
right?
opposed to being in Rage Against the Machine?
Exactly. So people are always like, oh. So when people like try to like make fun of it, which I always appreciate a good, if someone's got like a clever, because we get a lot of like hate on
You get a lot
social
of
media.
bad jokes.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
You get hate on social media.
yeah, I know.
for
Like
it?
they're like, oh,
Why?
they think, because they think just because we're in the bands that we are also of the same political, which is like, kind of,
Yeah,
I
let's
hate when
avoid
people
politics.
do
it's
that.
like, yeah, like all we're trying to do is play Rage Against the Machine. songs.
Right. He's not taking it that direction.
like,
He's
I'm
just
not-
saying
Yeah.
they enjoy it for the music.
Right,
They don't do it
Yeah.
for any other
So people will say
reasons than the
stuff,
music.
and I'm always like, if someone has I would love for somebody to have like a really clever, good like rib.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened yet, but one time this one person did make fun of our name, and I just say this now too. I'm like, you know what it was? We're called N Rage Against the Machine because we were touting between being an En Vogue tribute band and a Rage Against the Machine tribute band, and we just decided to clash them up.
Realize it would be nicer to play multiple songs people know and not just Don't Let Go for 2 hours.
Exactly.
Can you remake Free Your Mind to a Rage Against the Machine style?
Free
What's
your-
it gonna
Yo.
be?
Free your mind.
Free Your
Yo, Free Your Mind. Have you listened to that song?
That song's
recently?
fucking-
No, I
yeah.
haven't.
It's like
You don't know Free Your Mind?
It's like
Maybe.
heavy guitars.
And it's En Vogue?
Yeah.
Free your mind.
Dude.
The rest will
Hold
follow. Dude,
I
good
I don't think I've ever listened to that.
banger, man.
I thought,
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I thought Don't Let Go was the only song En Vogue ever had that was relevant.
And that's a tune, but this is like heavy guitar, like
This
Free Your Mind.
Can you pump it?
Dude, it's so good.
Because I was gonna play it on my phone into the mic. Does
never-
that translate well?
No.
I haven't thought about redoing it though. That might work as a Rage Against the Machine song because
Yeah.
it is quite in the vein of that. for sure.
Yes.
EN.
You're gonna have to roll the.
Here you go.
See?
It's like,
Dude, this song.
dude, the videos.
Dude, that big
Do you
trash.
remember when they did this at like the MTV Awards
Yeah,
live
dude.
around the motorcycle?
It ripped.
What year was that? Because I remember. No, turn this up.
We have to be
3,
mindful
turn
of
this
how
up.
long that song plays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
you
we can
do.
talk over it. Turn it up.
93, I believe.
You missed. You got to. That was the exact part. Where it was very low was the exact part we wanted to hear.
Do. Yes, you will.
Okay.
You definitely will.
We're not monetized anyways.
We got 142 followers.
Yeah, you do.
All right.
Yeah, we're not
cut it.
monetized anyways.
This would work as a
Okay.
radio
I mean,
station.
I'll have to check it out. I never knew that song
That song is
existed.
badass.
Yeah, it is.
And when they did that live at the MTV Awards, I felt uncomfortable being around my parents.
Were they
you did.
Were
Why?
they accepting an award
I
for
was-
"Don't Let Go"?
No. They were just performing this song, and they're
You're like, I'm in
they're
on this
hot.
all.
That's
Yeah, they're hot.
Yeah, they're hot. They're probably not today. Actually, they're black. They're probably still hot. I mean, they don't age.
He's got a point.
Like,
He's got a
Genetics are
point.
genetics.
That's
I'm not
racist
arguing
at all.
it.
That's
I'm
just
just,
factual
Yeah.
information.
they probably still look exactly the same age today.
When you look at Morgan Freeman, he's 164, and he looks the same as he did when he was 85,
Yes.
which was the same as when he was 30.
He
when
looked
he was
like
red.
that in his high school photo.
Yeah, when he was red.
He was born that way.
On the cusp of what?
No, dude. Morgan Freeman's timeless.
It's a compliment.
Literally.
I thought he was 160 something years old.
He's been alive for 300 years.
He's looked the same since he was red and since he was in the movie Seven. He does not look any different.
You know, I haven't seen that movie. I haven't
What?
seen 7.
Hey, dude, it was good.
Yeah,
seeing
yeah, you too, man.
Nice
Thanks for
meeting you,
having
man.
me.
Did
I
you
really
see
appreciate
Batman?
you.
with the newest Batman they made.
With our Pats?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, you saw 7.
Oh, that's 7, basically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it is.
Yeah.
But that's not as much as
I
like a
don't mind.
psychological thriller.
I don't
is it?
mind.
It's up there, dude.
Dude.
I want to watch 7. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was watching an interview with Bradley Pitt the other day, and he
Dude,
was talking about it.
Saw is like the Wish.com version of Seven.
I can't watch scary.
Saw?
I can't
It's
watch.
didn't
not
see-
scary.
I know, but
I never
even-
saw
All they're
Saw.
going for is shock factor. There's
I'm one
nothing
of those-
Did you
scary
see
about it.
Saw? I didn't see Saw.
I did see Saw one time.
You see Saw?
I see Saw twice.
I see Saw.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like one
I
of
feel
those.
like I'm too old to see Saw.
I don't know if I could see Saw by myself.
It's too
though.
late now. I missed it.
I'm one of those people that movies like that. I get.
You
I
need
have
like
to-
a
I have
dad
to
joke
look
counter.
Up, I have to look up the ending, or else I can't enjoy the experience of it.
That's
Oh, that's
terrible.
really gay.
exact opposite.
It's very, very, very. It's very gay.
Seven's up there with Shawshank.
You
That's
guys are
what I
like,
mean.
you guys
Yeah,
are
Seven's
getting.
good.
You guys are really getting it all out of me right now. Like I'm
It's
just
good.
really saying.
That's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for. My wife was nervous that she's like, what are you gonna talk about on this podcast? I'm like,
Whatever
it's about
comes
dad
up.
and stuff like that. And she's like, you're not gonna get into like our like sex life, right?
Well, how many
No,
positions
that's
did you
just
try
Tom.
before you realized you couldn't
That's only
conceive?
Tom.
By the way, not my whole life, I thought that getting pregnant was like the worst possible outcome of having sex. You know what I mean? This is a Scrubs ripoff joke, but it's true. And then when we started wanting to have kids and being like, all right, let's do this, I realized like, and it didn't work for years.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, why isn't it like you don't realize like how complex like all the things that have to happen
Yeah. I
to
will
get pregnant.
You ever see like the videos? There was a YouTube videos that's talking about just like how many sperms are going in and just like what the woman's body is doing to. It's like Normandy.
Yeah, dude.
Like they just.
I do feel like in a sense I kind of got robbed of that experience of like trying. I'm really
Me
great.
too.
I'm really grateful.
What do you mean? Oh, because you guys, it was a surprise.
So as soon as
month.
my wife and I got married, I mean we had already talked about it, like that we wanted one more. So we talked about that, but it's not like we were, all right, this is the day we're gonna do it. Like it
Yeah.
just happened the day we got married. That
Really?
we
You were
back,
just reckless as.
yeah. No, but
I
it's
don't
like
even know how it happened.
Like even with my first one, like I didn't get to experience that like intentional because I feel like that's so much more meaningful, you know?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like you're saying, we're gonna start trying now.
Yeah, I
It's
didn't get that.
really awesome how easy it is to get laid when your wife wants to get pregnant.
Yeah, but it takes away. Did it take away from me? I mean, like I was listening to like
NPR.
Banana Pancakes, and it just wasn't. It wasn't.
If
hitting the
banana
same-
pancakes doesn't do it for you.
hitting the
spot,
same anymore.
And,
you know what I
that's
mean?
when you realize that maybe I need to get checked by a doctor, because if you can't get pregnant during banana pancakes,
you know,
I feel like that prevents pregnancy.
first month, first try, first person I called was you.
it was.
Yep.
Yep. I was like, who is
That's
this?
awesome though.
You're like, so like
By the way, he calls me. I'm in the middle of like
it's like
chaos.
6:30 a.m.
Yeah, like
It was 6:30
Yeah, like-
a.m.
which is go time for the kids are getting up. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
Yeah.
start the engine.
Because I remember you being like, it was my birthday, and you were thinking like, is he really like? I would have called you. You could have
let
given
me-
me the chance to.
This is my perspective. I'm like, man, I didn't get up yet, Tom. Like, like how much time do I need before I call you?
Don't
to
drop
wish you
this
happy
shit on me
birthday?
right now.
Jesus
6:30
Christ,
a.m.
You only give me 30 minutes to even wish him happy
been my
birthday.
birthday for 6.5 hours.
Exactly. I was expecting.
Where's my call?
I was expecting this call to be like, it's 6:30 and I haven't heard
So-
from you.
And then how long did you try to get pregnant before you got pregnant? Because this is relevant to the phone call.
4 years.
4 years. First words out of my mouth were, "Guess whose boys can swim straight."
Yeah, her. Which I appreciated, by the way. I was like, it's good. By the way,
You knew we were trying. You were like, "You're pregnant?"
yeah. It was, you go.
Then we screamed like girls and jumped up and down.
The IVF experience, the difference of IVF for me was like, my wife had to like pump herself with just copious amounts of hormones and all this kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like, and watching what that can do to somebody is
Yeah.
like horrifically, like I was like, all right, I just need to be like a supporting cast member in this play and support whatever. But it was heavy.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, how much of that do you want to talk about? 'Cause
We talk about all of it.
Whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
because the intention
Whatever.
of this is to be helpful for other people that might.
Yeah.
be
You
going
got my
through it.
rider, right? But what you can ask. So just go off.
Yeah. All right. So you specifically said it was Rebecca's fault that you couldn't conceive.
Yes, I did say that, but I used her short name Beck. I didn't say
Bex.
Rebecca. Let's be specific. Let's
Yes.
details matter.
Yes, because she refused to have sex with you.
That is
Appalled.
Refused.
that is a damning thing in the process.
Refusal of.
She's like, get me pregnant from there is not happening.
I'm like, no wonder we have to have IVF.
Get off
like,
me.
Yeah.
No,
talk
all
about
right.
whatever.
But let's actually be serious for a minute. We do this too much. So, all right. How long were you trying before you started to think that, hey, maybe we should?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah. So at the time, like we knew.
When
I
did
mean,
it stop being fun?
pretty quickly, to be honest with you.
Like,
well, there was like there was like this thing. So we've been together for a long time, Rebecca and I, and we didn't want kids until we both felt like having kids, we should be married. And so
Yeah.
when we decided to want to have kids, we were like, let's get married. Otherwise, we didn't see like a point in it. You know,
Yeah.
we could be together and be partners, all those things. So
Yeah.
we decided to do that, and then we decided to have kids, and within like 4 months it was like something's not working here. So I got checked out, she got checked out, and then it's like, well, you guys are both fine, so just keep trying. And then you go before my insurance paid for the IVF process, which I didn't know that they would, which is crazy. It's crazy amounts of money.
Yeah.
And
Thank God.
yeah, but they put you through like prerequisites. So we had to do different versions, more subtle versions of IVF where like they would insert, me in her
Easy.
in like a procedure. No, in
what
a
do you mean? Like, they
procedure.
grab your hips and
That's
go,
what I'm saying.
They're like, no, no, it was like a coach like watching me, like, nope, try again.
yeah.
Do it this way.
Yeah.
No, like where you'd go in.
Attaboy.
Hold on.
Yeah, you'd go in.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What do you mean a coach?
Yeah, you
like-
might have gone to the wrong.
Like, did they come home with you?
No, I mean we had to
Yeah.
sign some
Was
paperwork.
this a
have a-
guy in a van?
I
They
was
were
gonna say,
very-
did he,
They had lights like this. They said it was like a safe.
Your insurance is paying for this.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Dr. R. Kelly.
Yeah.
I'm
They had
gonna
a
film this.
They did have a fluffer there. I thought
Dr.
that was
Jan
weird.
Itor.
Yanni tour. Yeah. Yeah. So they put you through all the. I forgot what they were called. I was at one point I was like an expert in all the things, and then after a year of that, I had to look at Rebecca and be like, hey, let's put a pause on it. It was like mentally just.
Exhausting. Yeah,
She
sounds
was
like.
done. She was completely like, and I was like, let's just take a break. So we took like
Yeah.
6 months off, and then we tried again. And then we went through the IVF process. And in that process, it's like either it works or it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And leading up to that, you have to inject all this stuff into a woman to like mass produce eggs just it's like this heavy,
Penthouse.
yeah. And then when you go through that, it's like either you're going to get healthy embryos or you're not going to get healthy embryos. We happen to get 2 healthy embryos. I always joke to my daughter when she's bad, I'm like, you were once on ice, because we kept her on ice for like 2 years before we
skating on thin
Yeah,
ice.
I'm like, exactly. Like, I'm like, I paid for you to be stored on
debating
ice.
on having you.
Yeah. We were. It was a debate. Like that was a whole like.
Dude, you have your first kid around 40, like that second kid's scary.
And when you get to, for me, like you guys both got pregnant. It was a surprise.
I did not get pregnant. I got my wife pregnant.
Your wife, yes, your wife's got
We
pregnant.
can't recycle this
Yes,
joke.
you cannot. Yeah.
We can't.
But like the whole goal was to get pregnant. So when we got pregnant, it was like, great, we've done it. Like we've been through the whole, so having our first child was like, oh, wait a minute, we have to, now there's a child involved in this?
Well, then when that moment did come, did the fear set in like, well, we struggled so hard to make it happen. Like, is it just going to be a smooth pregnancy? Like, was there any fears or reservations that set in?
Shit. Massive fears. You know why?
Yeah.
Because we found
I
out we
didn't
were
think of that.
pregnant. When we got the embryos, then they insert them, whatever, and then you have to wait 6 weeks to see if it worked. That was wild. Sit there and just be like, did it work? Did it not work? You get a phone call. We found out we were pregnant officially March 10th of 2020.
Yeah.
So
March 11th, the world fell apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, we
It's
went from
crazy.
being like, we're pregnant to now COVID and all the things shut down. We're like,
They had a drive-by baby shower.
yeah, we did.
We drove.
Yeah, you drove.
That's how you met
That's how I met him.
Emery.
Yep. Yep, that's right.
So
You literally drove past.
We're gonna
and just
work
yelled out
on the
window
cutting.
like, congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, and did like a circle out. I'm like, my
Holy
friends, why are they
crap.
leaving? They can't
Chuck a present out the window.
because I didn't know who was coming. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it was like but yeah, and then, but when we were pregnant, it was during COVID, which actually oddly was nice
Yeah.
because we were both home all the time and there was nothing else to do.
I mean, after an exhausting 2 years, I bet it was relaxing and
Yeah.
relieving to just sit there with the one person that went through that struggle with you.
yeah, and
And
then
just, that's an easy thing to connect over.
oh yeah,
I bet it strengthened y'all's relationship by.
100%.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. That's
then
all
we- now-
perspective and good upbringing. You could have looked at that any which way, and that's how you look at it.
Yeah.
That's
You know?
awesome.
Yeah, I think so. And then also, I mean, Rebecca's parents are close to us, so that was really helpful too because we had help. I mean, if you don't have help, it was funny. I used to not make fun, but I used to judge some of my friends who they would have kids and then they would move where their parents or their in-laws were.
Yeah.
Like, why are you moving?
Like,
As soon as
what
we
a
had
loser.
a kid, yeah.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
for real. I was like, oh, why would
You
you
gotta
do
be my
that?
mommy.
Yeah.
They men up.
And then having a child, I'm like, how do people do this?
Yeah, we
Without
discuss that often too, that we'd be in some trouble without parents being close.
And Rebecca's parents are awesome. Like they're just so good. And they were at that time too, like just really
Yeah.
great. Second kid, they were still helpful, but they were like, yeah, you guys are, we're good.
Yeah, you're asking a lot.
Yeah, this is too much.
Just drop the first one off.
COVID's over. We got
Yeah.
stuff to do now.
Yeah.
Life moved on.
Yeah, you realize how crazy these two are?
Yeah. But then when James, to answer your original question, it was like when we actually brought James home, it was like a smack in the face of like, oh yeah, like now we have a child and that fear of like the sounds they make. And it was like, I had a really hard time.
So did I.
Really
You talked a
hard
lot
time.
about like how it was easier. Like when the baby was there, you were more afraid before. I was
No,
afraid
it-
when
it
the
was-
baby came.
Yeah.
I said that the fear of something being wrong before the baby got there went
Yeah.
away the second that I held when I held Katie for
Okay.
the first time.
All right.
It went
I
away.
missed-
That does not mean when I got home that I was like, oh, I got it in
So
the
that
bag.
was- that was-
but
I kind of spiraled a little.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That was the interesting part about going through IVF. We knew that embryo, we did pre-genetic testing. We did all these things. We had no concerns because we knew going in that was the healthiest embryo that you get. So the pregnancy was like kind of, for me, obviously I didn't have to carry the baby, but like there was no fear of that. It was when we got home
yeah,
from that experience. It was like, I spiraled as well. I was like,
So wait. What? There's more risk after the baby's born through?
no, there's like,
Whatever.
if you go through IVF, by the time they basically grow the embryo outside in like a petri dish, basically. And we went through, you can pay extra for, they call it pre-genetic testing. They test for Down syndrome and all these things. And like, basically we're like, these two embryos that survived are top notch. You know what I mean? So we knew going in once it
Those are bad ones over there.
Yeah, exactly. For real, it was like, these aren't good.
Yeah.
And so it changed the
Put these
whole,
on the
like
discount shelf.
it became science.
Roll back.
But yeah, to your question though, like the percentages are greatly diminished when you go through that process, because you've already, things that you don't know when you have a kid the way that you did naturally, like through natural biology, you're kind of like, oh God, is this going to work? You have to get through the first trimester.
I was going to say, it's hard enough processing it when it's naturally, like, how's it going to go and how's the process going to go? It's hard enough when you don't have a struggle of making it happen.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine if I was going for it and we were trying for a child and we could, I feel like it just, those people that get through that, legends.
Yeah.
Just heroes, because that has to be so demoralizing, but it's also got to be so much more gratifying when the time hits and you find out.
Yeah, it was like, and then I brought James home and I was like, oh, I'm a dad. Like, I grew up, I had a good relationship with my dad, but my dad wasn't like a masculine, like, man, like, that taught me things about life. So I started being like, shit, how am I going to be an influence to this child when he grows, all the things that you kind of go through, I would imagine that men go through. And by the way, James and both of my kids, this is just evolution, like, I served no purpose of survival to them whatsoever. So I was just like, so I felt inept, you know what I mean? It was like, I'm not even, like, I can't feed them. Like, they have nothing to do with me.
Yes. That was a hard part for me to, I don't know, expect and even accept after I was realizing it, is how kind of useless I was.
It's like, dude, I'm making fucking mac and cheese in a cup for my dinner. Like, how am I going to feed a child?
Yeah.
Hey, you want some bacon?
And then I feel
like
there
a
was,
baby.
Yeah. There's a 2-part learning curve for like even 𝗵𝗻𝗲 and I mean, I just probably for most moms and new dads for the first time is a dad realizing how much they have to be on the sidelines.
Yeah.
And then a wife realizing like, I still am a wife and I get it. Suddenly there's this child here and it's like all they can think about.
It's a big role switch up for at least the first couple months, and it is a big learning curve for.
But it's at least in my marriage, like the other side of it was just like such a closeness and bond. Like just
you lost something out of it, right? Like from your partner, like now they are all in, obviously, to keep this
this
like,
creature alive.
I was like what about me?
Yeah. I'm like,
so bad. That's what I felt though. I was like, what about me? What about?
And I mean, you can be aware of how like just intellectually you shouldn't be thinking like that. Like, okay, I understand my role. I know what I have to do, but it's not like you don't miss your wife.
Yeah.
Like,
I talked to Sam a lot about that. And I try my hardest to like remind her, like, I do miss you. I do want to still do things with us. We had my brother and Audie over last night and finally got to like, I would say relax and play games and stuff like that. Nah, but my kids are very demanding of attention. So the whole time she was overstimulated. I'm good at tuning them out. When it's our night, I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna have like every 4 months I'll have like a couple beers. And so I had a couple beers and played games.
We need to talk about your problem.
Literally no.
4? You didn't tell me.
Every 4 months.
I was coming
every 4 months.
Every 4 months.
Can't go 5.
No, my wife she's like, I'm just overstimulated. I can't focus on the game. And I was like, just ignore them. Like,
I know, men. I say that all the time. Like, why can't you shut them out?
But
she's starting a fire. Ignore her.
Yeah, just leave her be.
She's fine.
No, but
Harper's playing with the gas oven.
No, Harper was. That was another thing. We were playing like Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart. We're all yelling and stuff like that. I turn around and look, and Harper's asleep on the couch.
Kids are.
Telling
Amelia Amelia is such a light sleeper.
Both my kids.
Light sleeper?
Yes.
That sucks, dude.
Yes, it sucks.
I could literally.
I am not a graceful person, so when I'm trying to sneak around and do things in the morning,
I could fall over.
You're not graceful.
I could fall over every toy in Harper's room if she's already asleep and she won't wake up.
Wow, that must be tough, man. My kids sleep really well. Always slept really well, so I get really good sleep. But that must be really hard for you to.
You know, our second child, we weren't even trying to get pregnant.
We're just trying to one up.
Like that pregnant.
You know, when they start sleeping though, did you guys? Well, maybe I'm being serious here, but like we slept trained. like Rebecca was very like,
we're doing it this time.
we got to do it this way, which was really hard. And for her, it was hard in a way where like,
What do you mean by sleep train? Like go through a same routine over and over and over?
Yeah.
same routine, put them down at whatever, let's call it 7 o'clock. We used to do 7, like have a routine leading up to sleep and then put them down and letting them cry it out.
We've been doing that with Harper, but
Which is, by the way, horrific. But Rebecca, my wife couldn't handle it. Like there was like some biology thing happening.
Yeah, but
where
it works
I
until-
lost the argument.
yeah, but it works until
wasn't
they
an argument, to
Like
be
for us,
clear.
we did that with Harper, but it works until she can get up and turn the fucking doorknob. She just wakes up, she'll just
and that's
open
where
it.
we are now. But those like 6, 7, 8 months of just like pure, it was like liberation.
I don't like using the word argument because we definitely didn't argue, but I lost the disagreement on that. Ryan, a mutual friend of ours who has 2 daughters, told us like they did not do that with their first child, and their oldest is still a terrible sleeper. They did it with the second, and she's a great sleeper. I told Anne-Marie that. I told Anne-Marie about your guy's situation because James was born before Amelia.
Yep.
She just, I get it. Like
get it.
I don't take it personally.
What I did to not win over the argument, but just to be like, let's just test it out. I was like, listen, you go in the bedroom, I'll sleep on the couch with the monitor. And like, it was like a very like,
And you barricaded her door.
well, I had a 12.
No.
The
the babies.
No, his
my
wife's door. So
she
she
had
couldn't
to
come out
sleep with
to the-
earplugs
Oh,
in.
she was sleeping with the baby then?
No. Sleeping in her bedroom with earplugs in, he's gonna watch the
She
baby.
couldn't handle.
Oh.
She couldn't handle the crying. It was like the sense of evolution. It was just she was like it was just tuned into her where she like physically was like
Yeah.
I can't handle.
Or she
this.
played you.
She might have played me, and I was like, you know what? Let me go out with the monitor. And what I did was I set. It was 3 days of hell, by the way. It wasn't like I was like living the lap of luxury, but I set
3 days?
three nights.
No, I'm saying like that's
It's not bad.
compared to a baby who's a very light sleeper forever.
Yeah.
Yep.
So and then
3
I
years
set it.
or-
I
we're
would set
3
a
years in.
timer for 10 minutes when James would start crying, when Lila would start crying. I put the timer on, and if it went over 10 minutes, I went up. So it was never. And when a baby's cry is really concerning versus just
Like
I
the
want to be picked
whimpering.
up. Yeah. So it was just
Yeah.
I was able to handle that. I was like, I did good. I contributed to this, but
That's right.
it was liberating for sure.
And Rebecca was like, oh, second the door closed, she was like,
I know, right? She was probably sitting in there on her phone doing puzzles,
Burning incense.
Exactly. I'm on to you. I know it now.
yeah. The Netflix, like it's like a time period show that's like women porn, basically. Bridge something.
Bridgerton?
Yes.
That's woman porn?
That's what somebody said to me.
I thought
I haven't watched
Outlander was woman porn. You ever like my wife watches Outlander and it's like
What is
walk in-
women porn?
I don't know. What is women? But that's a good question.
Yeah. I mean, remember the 30 Rock episode?
50 Shades of Grey is women porn, is it not?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
Yeah. Broken women.
I've watched so much 30 Rock, but I don't remember that. And I'm embarrassed to say
So they had, it was basically
What?
the woman
women
porn
porn.
channel on 30 Rock. It was just a
Oh.
man nodding and listening to their rambling.
it's one of my favorite shows. Like,
What does a woman crave more than anything? Senseless rambling.
oh my God, dude.
Jeez.
Jack, so good.
Should we maybe start from
And
here?
so the incredible woman that my wife is.
Never rambles.
No,
Never rambles. She doesn't.
She's pretty awesome.
She's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, she's good like that. Don't go American, okay?
Don't go American. Hi, I'm Tom Langan.
Buy American cars.
I'm here to tell you.
Yeah.
All right, you got any specific questions you want to ask Timmy?
All right, so God, we digress so far. I don't even remember where we are in your IBS story.
Well, like I have to take a lot of medication for it, but like it, I get by.
No. So, I mean, we kind of just went through what that whole period was like then.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
If I summarize it, it would be like it was it was more of like a self-reflection when it was over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're in it and you're just like hell bent on this. Get pregnant. And then when you get pregnant, for us, it was like, all right, now we're pregnant. COVID happened. And by the way, we had to do this again with my daughter.
Lila.
Lila. Yes. Is that her?
yes.
I'll remember that. And so we went through that process again. We had to do it all over again.
Yeah.
And that's where I was like, oh my God, I can't, again, I say this like openly, watching Rebecca have to go through that, like it sucked. Like she put on so much weight just from all the hormones. She's super healthy now again. Like she got herself back on track, but like, you know, she was literally like, I hate to say
Don't
it.
say a number.
Yeah.
No, broken. She was broken. Like like broken and like just childbirth in and of itself. Yeah.
Don't say a number.
I wouldn't say
Don't
that.
do it.
Anyway.
She was literally 294 pounds.
Don't say a number.
So yeah, so like it was just like all these things, and then you know, and then Lila was born, wasn't COVID, so then we had to go through that all over again. But like to like put it into like a package, it was, I don't know what it would have been like to have kids in the natural way. Like that's the story that we wrote. How does it work? I've never but yeah, to like that was the way that it happened. And
I feel like that's something that I took for granted too. Like it was so easy. I mean, both times were accidents, and when they're accidents, you take for granted the fact that people do go through that struggle, and you're just, I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel
mean,
like that would.
It's kind of why we started trying before our wedding. We got engaged, and we knew we were gonna get married in December, and like we thought this might not happen right away.
Yeah,
so we started trying right away.
Yeah,
and then like to think about from now you have kids, and like you could reflect on whatever the experience was. It's like now I'm like, I can't remember what that even, like as I'm talking about it now, I'm reflecting on, but I don't think about it that much. You know, it's just like now we have kids, and now they're their own people, and
now I don't want to hang out with
now
them.
I'm like, shit, how do I teach them how to be like decent? How do we teach them how to be decent people?
Yeah,
I do to the best of my ability. I try to treat my kids just as normal. Like I know they're younger, and I know that they're like malleable brains, or like I try not to go super overboard with like over parenting
Like
or helicoptering.
stuff
Yeah,
like that,
I mean, I discipline my kids, like for sure.
Same.
But I just mean like a lot of people like tell me like you got to watch how you talk to your kids a little bit. I don't do that as much as not like
I'd be like, you got to watch how you talk to me.
No, I'm not like I'm talking about how I'm talking to y'all. Is how I talk to my kids, because I want them to be
like a person.
Yeah, I talk to them like a person. I don't talk to them like babies or kids. I don't cuss them out, but it's like I talk to them about real things, and I explain it in ways I know they probably don't understand, like very analytical and over the top, because
I think I do that too much with Amelia.
But it's good because the more they hear it, the more they process it, the more they understand it.
We're at my parents, and they got the trampoline with like the net so they don't fly off the sides.
Yeah.
And there was like
which is just a challenge for kids, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, there was
Terrible
something
invention.
she was trying to pull in from under the net. I forget what it was, but it could have been pulled under. She just like, it was almost like watching a dog with a stick that doesn't know how to turn its head sideways. So I'm trying to coach her through it.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, I mean, she's 3.
Yeah.
But I'm like, Amelia, I go, because don't give up. Like, I want her to have the confidence. Hey, I figured it out myself. So I was like, identify the problem. And my dad and wife just go, I go, maybe, all right, she's 3.
Do better.
Dude, that's
like, identify what
dumbed
the
down
problem
from the
is.
conversations I have for my kids. Like, if I said
You call me
identify the
dumb?
problem, no, I'm just saying I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I'm joking.
No.
I think that's a good thing to say, because then as she gets older, guess what? She's going to be like 5, 6 years old.
Yeah.
And you're going to say, identify the problem. And she's going to go, oh, I know what that means. And then there's 8, 9-year-olds that their parents don't do that. And they say, identify the problem. They're like, what? Identify me? I'm saying, kid,
Dude, we agreed that we weren't going to make fun of the mentally handicapped.
it's not mentally handicapped. I've seen 8 and 9-year-old
Do
kids.
the voice one more time, and you tell me.
Bro, I'm telling you, I see kids.
He's neurodivergent. It was a neurodivergent.
I see where kids get like the dumb talk.
Yeah.
And then they dumb themselves. They dumb their kids.
Which of your
because
friends' kids was that?
It's always somebody else's. It's like ones you see in public, dude. I'm telling you. I'm pretty proud to say my friends are
I know.
I am.
You guys have a good pack, man.
Yeah.
You do.
And I'm not
my
like
favorite episodes have been your friends.
It's not that I'm not laughing at your joke about it, because you have to laugh about it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that I feel like they try to get too on the level. You have to still at some point make it like a learning process when you talk to them.
I think
That's interesting.
people are too afraid to say no because the answer is no to kids.
I'm the captain of no.
Yeah. Just no.
Dude,
Because that's what
gotta
it is.
say no.
Because you can't
more.
get what you want all the time. Ooh, that reminds me. I took a screenshot of something that I wanted to get your guys' opinions on.
I'm telling you, dude. My
If
kids
it's
are
your
like,
penis, I'm gonna be really upset.
my kids asked me today. They said, "Hey, can we go to That's where I came from before I got here." They said, "Can we go to Sky Zone, which is like a trampoline park?"
Uh-huh.
Terrify me, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like an injury waiting to happen in my mind. I didn't realize once I had kids, like how, like, a fear, like choking became like this, like.
Oh, I was
crazy-
picking Harper up. She's 2. I was just throwing her into the foam pit.
Yeah, I couldn't.
I don't know how that looks to other parents, but it's like, all right, we're gonna fly.
Do you know him?
No, but
So
I gave them a choice. I said we can go to. They said they wanted to go to Sky Zone, but then they also wanted to go stay with my parents tonight. And I said, Sky Zone's gonna be pretty expensive, but like, we can do one or the other. We can maybe see if 𝗙𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗵 and Papa want to come over here, but you're not gonna go there. And then we're supposed to go to church tomorrow, and like. I was like, no, like you can pick one. And then we got back from Sky Zone, and the first thing it said is, "Hey, you remember when you said maybe we could go stay at 𝗙𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗵 and Papa?" I said, "Remember when I made you a deal?" So the answer is no. Now you chose Sky Zone, so no.
You guys go to church?
Yeah,
I-
we're starting like we're after all the stuff that happened a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
It kind of re-sparked just needing to be a part of something solid, something consistent that is consistently positive for my kids to go to and have good positive lessons to lean on. And I realized growing up, like I'm
Lighthouse.
I'm not the most religious person, but I do realize that I grew up in that
So did I.
that setting, and if nothing else, it taught me a lot of right from wrong, understanding how to have compassion and empathy for things. So I would like my kids to be empathetic and understand people and want to know, like, positivity will always defeat negativity.
We're going through this. I grew up Catholic, so did my wife, but like we didn't baptize our kids, and that was a whole big thing with my family specifically. But like lately, we've been talking a lot about like what you just said. Like I'm like so we're like trying out.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what you have to.
And like
some just don't mess with you.
Yeah,
That's
like
fine.
I say this like with like really like respect. Like I wish I had this belief in like my dad is deeply like he believes in Catholicism, and like I'm like I would love to have that sort of. So, but to your point, like I grew up church every Sunday, my cousins, like it was such a good experience, like of like just family and right and wrong, all these things. So like we're going through that process now, but it's
that's like, we talk about our kids going to school, and I don't know what everybody's intentions are around my kids at school, but I do know that the general consensus of going to like youth group and stuff, they're trying to teach the kids something positive, very like the 10 Commandments, whether you believe in the Bible or not. 10 Commandments are just very straightforward.
accountability.
Yeah. So it helps. I feel like it's good for them to be around other kids that are also learning that, so they can see what other kids look like that are learning that. So when they get to school and they see kids that don't kind of follow that positive mindset, they know who to stay away from.
Amen. Not to make a joke, like we're literally.
I've done a lot of soul searching with all this stuff.
You know
going
who to
on,
stay.
so.
That's something that I want to dive into a lot on this show too, is like how to teach our kids to identify who's good for them and who's bad for them. We brought that up a few times.
And I feel like that's an easy first step.
Yeah.
And like I said, I've
self-awareness kind of
thing. I've
yeah.
grown up in that environment, and did it make me like a stronger follower of Christ? Not really, but it made me understand right from wrong and like very easily. Like I can identify it so easily. Hey, this is morally wrong,
or
this is morally correct.
Yeah. That helped me. You talked about growing up, and like, thank you for saying I was an angel on one side, but like growing up that way where we grew up, like I had a good sense of like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, because of
I was always
and
like
he was
that.
the only voice in my ear going, dude, why are you doing this?
like,
I was always like that.
Seems like a good idea.
Man, I used to get upset at my brother when he was in high school, when he would go like have 2 beers at a party, and this like that's such a common thing for kids.
This is your younger brother.
My older brother.
Oh.
And I would and I was like younger than him, and I was just like, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. And then the first time I had beer when I was like 17, I was like, Oh, you should do that.
Yeah,
This
you
is
should.
fun.
I'm sorry that I said you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
We should do that.
But
You shouldn't have only 2.
no, but I guess the point was like even when I was younger. I mean, that was pre-15 at that point. I knew that wasn't right. I didn't want my brother to go down. That was me like trying to morally look out for him. Like, hey, I don't want you to go down this path. We're still really young. Yeah. Like I knew that at like 15, 16 years old.
And his
Even
life's gone
14.
to hell ever since.
Oh, he's a great dude, man.
Yeah.
And he's the same way as I am. He's the
Sounds like
same
just
way
good.
I am. He's very good at analyzing
He's
morally
probably the best
right and
Western
wrong. Yeah, I mean, we did discuss that. He probably is. He caused the least amount of
best of us.
issues.
Yeah, when his dad was on. I was like, other than Jared, who's your favorite kid?
But that's something that I don't like big preachy churches. I can't do them. I can't get into any church that has the money,
Yeah.
the money scheme. I can't do it. And I'm not trying to like make it this religious, but
yeah.
when you said you were trying to find one, it is important. It's one, you have to find one where the congregation matches your family's energy. You have to find one where the pastor doesn't come off like a self-righteous prick. Like you have to find somebody who also shares the same things you're trying to teach your kids, which is empathy and like logic. Logic is a big one because a lot of people think that it's all one way or the other. Like, well, if you believe in the Bible, you don't believe in logic because it's scientifically like you can have both. You can absolutely have both. You can have scientific logic and you can have faith. There's two completely different things.
Put it best that the people who think nothing created the universe is the craziest
illogical
idea ever.
It's illogical.
So, but anyway, I don't get too deep.
Yeah, no.
Because the hot topics, we don't want to get that attention as a show.
I don't think that's a hot topic though. I think that's just
This has to do with parenting only. Like,
Yeah.
I get that. No,
I'm not going to dive deep into like
No,
my
but I
beliefs.
was
I got you.
the creator or not. That
I see what you're
conversation that
saying.
could have came
Yeah.
from the Pete Holmes joke. That's what I meant.
We know what you meant, Tom.
Yeah. So, anyway. Does that look good?
It's crooked.
A little to the left. All right. So, this is a meme. So, I don't know if Daniel Craig actually said this or not. I got to work on my enunciation.
I was about to say
Actually.
that was
Actually.
That was actually and accurately in one.
like he asked
Yeah.
if you could act coolly.
Actually.
Yeah. So let's take 2. So we'll cut this out right here. So,
Yeah, I'm not cutting it.
I know. I can't tell you how many times I can go back to where I said, let's get this in there. And I sent you like a video of Amelia, and then it wasn't in there when the show came on. So at the very least,
Then he
could
calls
you
me.
get a
Tom
stock?
doesn't know it takes 9 hours to edit these episodes, and sometimes things slip.
I don't know.
My
His
brain.
gets in there. Could you at least
Conspiracy.
get a stock image of you just going, fuck you? Every time, just cut to that. Fuck you. All right. So this might be a quote by Daniel Craig or not, but it says, if your kid is bullying my kid has tried to tell your kid to stop and your kid doesn't, my kid has been instructed to punch your kid in the face. Agree or disagree?
Agree.
Hard agree.
Yeah.
I was raised, my mom was very big on just walk away, no reason to fight. And I went through a long period of being over timid and bullied, and it was hell.
Now, I don't want my kids looking.
Hear that,
for a
Mom?
fight.
It's your fault.
I don't want my kids looking for a fight, but I want them to know that there's nothing wrong with standing up for yourself.
Well, there it is. You got to have like respect enough to be like, no, you've crossed a boundary.
Yes.
And now you're going
I've
to hear
given
about
you a
it.
chance. I told you politely, I don't want you to do that. Like, that's another thing about talking to my kids like a normal person. I want them to be able to have that conversation with another child. And if they just don't respond like that, I've given you every opportunity
Yeah.
to stop.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to beat the shit out of
There's a
you.
difference between violence and sticking up for yourself
Yeah.
and having
Self-defense.
self-respect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Self-respect
Now-
and self-defense. Absolutely.
Hypothetical situation. This happens. Your kid is in trouble because they threw the first punch, even though they were being bullied in the school. How do you interact with the school and your kid?
Differently.
That's because I've thought about this.
You
too.
separate it.
Yes. Because I've known people who will stick up for their kid in
No.
front of their kid.
No, yeah, you
No.
can't do that.
And that my kid will never know that I'm sticking up for them in the office.
Yeah.
It'll be like, you're going to deal with your consequences when we're not in the building.
Yep.
Talk to them about like, no, you're not in trouble at home. Is this what happened? You're not lying to me? I believe you. You're not in trouble at home. This still happened at school. You still have to deal with the consequences of life.
That's right. It's the consequences of the environment that you're in, and there is a strict policy that says you can't do this. So it doesn't matter who's wrong or right in the situation. You broke the policy.
Yeah.
You broke the rule.
Yeah.
So you have to deal with it here. We can talk about it when we get home about what really went on.
Yeah.
And then I can tell you that I'm either
but how
proud
do
of
you
you or disappointed in
How do
you.
you deal with it at the school?
I mean, with my kid not in the room and I'm talking to this exact sentence would be said to the principal, whoever I'm
Correct.
interacting with, and just being like, if that's not okay with you, then we have to find
We have to fight.
Yeah.
No, but
I have been instructed to
I'm
punch
with
you in
you.
the face.
I would,
the whole entire
I would
student class.
defend my child's actions to the principal if they weren't in there. Like, hey, it shouldn't have had to get to this point.
Yeah.
But if my kid's sitting there, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I don't want to give off the lesson that there's no consequences to your
That's
actions.
or the lesson that the kid doesn't have to respect them in that building.
Correct.
That's
because if you did it in front of your kid and backed him up, they would go, "Oh, this is okay."
And then they
Yeah.
would become the bully.
Yeah.
yeah, and then they would not listen to that principal ever.
Goes back to the story that you told. If he wouldn't have said that, you probably
yeah.
wouldn't have. That's such a good story because it's a
Yeah.
really like dummy, easy, simple answer to just get you to understand that
I don't
if you didn't
yeah.
say something, you wouldn't have got punched
the
in the face.
accountability story. My stepdad, when I talked about getting beat up in 4th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was just
I've heard
like,
that
yeah,
story before
yeah.
too.
But like, that took so long. That lesson took so long to sink in my head. I was in my 30s before like I was really reflecting on that and being like, yeah, that was a lesson in accountability.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Which is, people aren't really accountable for. I say people, like, to be accountable for your actions and be self-aware. These are the two things that I want my kids to have the most of, because that'll carry them through.
So I think about that a lot. And on our show, it's very easy. Like when you believe in Christianity, I think it's easy to instill those values into your
Right.
kid. But I don't want our show to only help people who believe in Christianity.
No,
But I want to be able to always give advice
Correct.
outside of like the theological advice to it.
that's just, I mean, that's different though. That's something that got us to where we are to understand it. I can explain it logically to anybody and have nothing to do with religion, that what's morally right or wrong.
Yeah.
Because it's just,
I think it's
sometimes it's just black and white, dude.
Yeah,
It's
and-
just on paper. This looks bad. This is the right choice. And it has nothing to do with religion. It's just common sense.
No, I know. I just think in general of, and I'm not the only one who is making decisions on our show. It's just like
Right.
what I think about, like how I want this to reach the most people possible.
Correct.
I compared it to, the program of Alcoholics Anonymous, that the big book of AA is all taking principles from the Bible, but they package it around a higher power because they don't want people to be turned away from it before they get help.
A little bit like it's universal. It's not necessarily
Yes.
saying, yeah.
But in all honesty, I probably wouldn't have given the program a chance at that time in my life if I had known that it was heavily Christian influenced.
Yeah.
It's interesting to think about it that way too, because like you would immediately be like, I don't want to be involved in this because it's
It wasn't until after I got sober that I started realizing I was making a judgment on organized religion that was an uneducated opinion, and I started to go to church and actually look at it.
But isn't religion all about just trying to be like, try to be a good person as best you can?
I mean, realistically, that's what
In
the
theory-
Bible, the Torah, that's
Yeah,
what they all
so-
say. It's just they're guidelines. So whether that's the thing about it, whether the stories are true or not, they're meant to cause faith and understand guidelines of being a good person. And I mean, I feel like it's the same thing. It's common sense. It's just it's something to go off of.
But what about, like, religion aside, that same exact story? What if your kid was the aggressor, unprovoked?
Mm-hmm.
How do you let them learn? Because you have to make mistakes to learn, right? Like there's really no other way. Like, how do you handle it then? How do you handle them?
I go side with the school first,
Well,
yeah.
and then I deal with it again separately and differently at home. And I don't mean that
So
poorly.
same-
I would hold them to the same standard. This is the policy of the school. And then when I got home, instead of me saying what's the real story, and if they're the aggressor, I'm not going to say, well, good for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, the is wrong with you?
Yeah, don't be that person.
Don't be
man.
that person. Don't ever be the aggressor. Don't ever be the bully. Don't ever put
Yeah.
anybody down.
I'm
Ever.
sure it's not always this way, but home was definitely the reason why that kid was a bully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there it is.
So
Yeah.
the inner self-reflection moment. What can I do differently? I mean, I would have that conversation. Is there something we can do differently that would turn the aggressiveness down?
Yeah.
What age are we talking about too? Because like 5 years old.
I was in 5th grade, not 5 years old.
Okay.
Fifth
No,
grade.
but I'm saying like my son's 5, and like sometimes like
He's a bully.
he hits
Our kids
people-
bully us.
Yeah.
But
He took my wallet.
Yeah.
dude, my kids will bully us and treat us like crap. And I'm not like talking ill of
Amelia
them.
is kind of a bully, yeah.
They're comfortable with you, so they
But she
take
also
more
doesn't
risks.
know. She's just saying
Well,
like
there-
what she
that's my
feels.
point.
She wants time alone with mommy, like, and
That's
I'll
what I
sit
mean.
down
They-
and she'll be like, no, you.
That's what I'm saying though. They take more risks at home with the people they're comfortable with, because at the end of the day, you're not going anywhere. But my kids,
Yeah.
my kids,
Don't get too comfortable, Amelia.
my kids are, they make us sweat sometimes. I mean, they give us a run for our money sometimes with our sanity. But the reality is that I hear nothing but positive things about them at school and things like that.
Isn't that
And
great?
then
it's great.
It's great, but it's also like very fucking infuriating.
I don't know
because you're
what
like,
she does.
why don't you treat us like that?
Amelia came out of the bathroom completely naked at school.
That's not. Yeah.
Oh, at school.
At day
Right.
school at the church. So,
Well, you know, that's how she was born. You
yeah,
know,
but there was a line for the bathroom. Teacher's like, I think I need to go in there with her. Yeah.
screw this.
She's like, she'll do that at home, and she gets like a new pair of underwear every time. So she'll use the bathroom and she'll come out and she'll be like, I'll hear the drawer open, then she'll come out with new underwear and ask me to put it on her. And I'm just like,
She wants to be fresh. You know,
but I
she wants
didn't-
to be clean.
I didn't realize the first time. Anne Marie, I forget where she was, but she was just having time to herself somewhere. And the second time she used the bathroom, and I heard the drawer again, she comes out as a different pair of underwear. I'm like, wait a minute. And I go in the bathroom, and there's 2 pairs of underwear on the floor.
Tom becomes a detective. He's like, hold on one second.
Wait. Amelia, you getting a new pair of underwear every time you go to the bathroom? So, I thought it was funny.
She's smart.
Yeah. Fresh and clean.
That helps.
That was an excellent point you had brought up.
Yes.
Excellent.
All right.
Probably the best point ever that's ever been
recorded.
brought up. Ever. Don't take Tylenol. Sorry.
Well,
Sorry. We can skip
that'll
that.
get a lot of comments.
We can skip.
So-
All right. So at this point in the show, we get grumpy.
Yeah. Now
So-
you're familiar with how. Do you want to go first as our guest?
This isn't like some sort of like sexual.
No.
Yeah.
Do you need a preference of like what
Absolutely
this is?
it is.
Grumpy old man is the sec. Or,
Oh, we're
do
gonna
you really
quote,
need it?
We're gonna quote grumpy old men.
No, you know.
No.
Stop doing
I'm
this.
just
Damn it! Damn it!
I've
Dude,
known him for
the-
30 years. I know
You know,
exactly what he's
you know
doing.
what I'm learning is the older I get, the less I pick up on sarcasm, and it's. I wish that could be my grumpy old. That is one of my grumpy old men because I just thought of it right now.
I'm familiar with it. It's basic. Yeah, I'm familiar with this because me and him couldn't talk about anything on the way
Okay.
over here.
Well, then
There was
definitely,
some-
if y'all are got one
Yeah,
in the
we're good.
bank,
Uh-huh.
Timmy, start us
I'm
off.
the guest. Okay,
Yes.
so this is bad for me. Anyway, the other day there was like these kids, these 2.
Can't be racist.
I'm not racist. These 2 kids, just like street toughs. Walking around the street. Like I'm outside. Street toughs.
That's so old, man.
I'm exactly. I'm taking out my garbage, and they're like hollering, like yelling at me.
Catcalling
Like,
you?
yeah, not catcalling. I
Maybe.
mean, someone whistled and said hot stuff, but like,
Maybe they were cut.
yeah, no, but they were just like
You turn around and it was just your wife.
like taking out the garbage, blah 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 blah. Like, and I'm like, what the hell are these kids doing? You know what I mean? And then so they start walking to. I live across the street from this like small park, but there's a main light over there too. And now I'm like, what are these kids up to? They're trying to cause ruckus. Now they're on the street corner, trying to run in front of cars as they come and stopping cars. And I called the cops. I called the cops on them. Like, these kids are gonna get killed.
I mean, yeah.
You want Karen.
I wouldn't say Karen, but like I was trying to.
Kids are gonna get killed.
I was trying to save them.
You're gonna break your neck.
I was like, I can't. I walked in the house. I'm like, Beck, you get these kids out here, man. They're trying to like mess with cars. Like they're gonna get hurt. Someone's gonna run them over. Blah blah blah. I call the cops, and like I'm like I'm complaining to the cops. I'm like, these kids are in danger. Where are their parents? All this kind of stuff. But like I realized, like, oh my god, like I definitely did some version of that as a kid. Not running.
Now
in
I'm
the
the
middle of
old
street.
guy tattling.
Yeah, like I was like.
Were you in the abandoned house with Sergio and Gallagher?
No, I left. Remember that good thing? We were. I don't even want to talk about that. I was like, I'm
And
out.
statute of limitations. I think we can talk.
30
about that.
seconds in, I was like, I'm out of here. I'm not staying here. I don't even think I went in to that house,
You want
Elaborate.
dude.
So I don't know.
Give me the short version.
Were we even 21 yet?
No,
All right.
it was 16.
Short version. Walking around. We drank all the time. We realized there was a house that was abandoned, and the door was unlocked. So we went in there. We went in there a couple nights and just like we spent the night in there and partied. And then one of the nights it got wind and some more people came, and like we started, punching holes in walls and walking through the walls and just ripping the sheetrocks off the studs, stuff like that. Me and my friend John, is that when you left?
I didn't go in.
Oh, okay.
No, sorry. Yes, I came in. Someone was walking through a wall. I'm like, I'm
Me.
out. It was you? I was
Leg,
like, I'm not
leg
staying
went
here.
through, arm went through. I came through. The
Nothing
studs.
good can come
From
from
one
this.
side to the other.
There's
And
no
then-
girls there either.
Was it like a foreclosed house?
I don't
even
know. But it was not in bad shape before we got there. And me and John walked around the block, and when we come back, we open the door, and this guy Sergio and our friend Jay.
Criminal.
What's his last name?
Dude,
I don't know Sergio's last
I just need to
I do,
report
but I'm
this.
not going to say
but
it.
literally setting the carpet on fire, laughing, drunk as shit.
Arson.
Yep.
Nice.
And then we're like, we need to leave. Like that's what me and John were like, we're done. So we're going to leave.
Hell yeah. Dude, we're about to solve this cold case that your hometown has
Wait,
had for
Dude,
years.
Cops stop. We're walking with 12 packs. Cops, pull up on us, which was just common routine in that area. They're like, what are you guys doing? They start questioning us. And like behind them over their shoulders in the window of the house, I just see like the flickering flames. Like then for some reason they arrested Sergio. And then Sergio's in the back of the car handcuffed, and he kicks the door open with his arms cuffed behind his back and takes off. And the cops just look at him and they're like, we have his license, we have his address. So they leave, and me and my friends are just like, and the house is burning, and we walked, and we're
Never
just like, we
saw
gotta
it.
get the hell out of here. And,
oh my God.
They just went to Sergio's house and waited for him and arrested him when he got there.
And I would have been the grumpy old man now, being like, these kids
Yeah.
are lighting the freaking house on fire.
That's wild, dude. That is a wild story. And here I am, like I've been holding on to something in high school because we used to saran wrap and put petroleum jelly on people's handles, and nobody ever figured out who it was.
Their handles are there.
The car handles
Oh.
on their doors.
You pointed like
Sick.
That was there.
We're talking.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I love that prank.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
car.
prank. Yes.
We had a calling card. Literally, we would take an ace.
Wet
of,
bandits?
I was just going to say.
we would have an ace of spades, and we would put it in everybody's window that we did it to.
You can edit it and you can say it, Tom.
Yeah. No. We have to cut in.
Or the wet bandits.
Yeah, wet bandits in there. And then
Or the
that's where
sticky
you get a
bandits.
video of you going,
Sticky
fuck
bandits.
you, Tom. But yeah, sticky bandits.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I want to hear this because he had one. He's like, I can't tell it.
Because it happened when we stopped for gas. All right, so it started off, the first grumpy old man is like low urinals. So as a tall man.
Wait, the kid size ones, or
Yes.
the tall ones that you're literally pissing at the floor and they
I'd
splatter everywhere.
Either or. Low. I was a kid one in there. It was just lower so kids could reach it. It was the only one open for me to use at the time.
Why does it matter though? It's going.
You got to do the Uncle
Because
Buck
it just
thing.
like it like lacrosse flings back into your shins.
Dude, please tell me that you've seen Uncle Buck
Uncle Buck
with John
what part?
Candy.
Well, yeah, I love the movie.
when
but
he
what
takes
part?
a knee at the elementary school.
I forgot that happened.
That's
I forgot about that.
That's good.
That's the visual I have right now.
No, I did not take a knee. It probably would have been cleaner. So, and then just like terrible customer service because I buy coffee. All right, so I buy coffee. There's two people behind the counter and one person waiting at one register, and they're talking for a while. I don't know what's going on. And then we're both just standing there, and I'm like, okay. And they both go to both registers and help us. But after a while of us just standing there, it's like there was no
No
line.
crowd control.
Just no like giving a shit that we're standing in line trying to buy something from their store, and we might actually have somewhere else to be that day. No, continue. I did not mean to interrupt you. Please, finish your story.
I had something sort of similar to that happen yesterday. I went in just to like grab a Gatorade because it was hot as hell. And I went into a gas station and the lady in front of me was buying, I guess, 85 lottery tickets.
Oh, Jesus.
And instead of going to the register over and at least taking mine while they're printing out, they sat there while all 85 tickets printed.
Yeah.
That's just rude.
And I was just sitting there like, can I go over here?
Well, yeah, I'd be like, I can throw out your money if you'd like.
I don't know if you've watched a lottery ticket print. It's not that fast.
It's
just
I don't
gamble.
Yeah, I don't gamble.
I lose.
Yeah.
That's why I don't
watch
gambling.
I
just
watch
throw
other
money.
people waste money on it.
Yeah.
Because I think it's $5 a ticket. So this lady absolutely spent
Can't you just do
well
it
over
online?
$200.
Can't you do it online?
I'd be like, if I threw out your money and just set it on fire right now, could I
It's
get
pretty
through line
similar.
quicker?
Yeah.
Like,
By the way, Tom used to be that but you were a good. Tom used to run the deli counter, but you were good.
well, New York, people actually get you in and out.
Yeah, they
That's
wanna
the
make
only
money.
thing I miss about New York is like, I don't feel like I woke somebody up behind the counter.
Yeah.
It's bad here.
It's just
really bad
God.
here.
It's like Publix. Their deli is so good. Their bread's actually good. They make the best sandwiches. But, Emery be like, I only have an hour lunch break. I can't wait for a sandwich to be made. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my grumpy old man this week is drive-through related. Like,
Drive-through.
so
bad customer service.
it is bad customer service. I hate that I'll pull up to a window, I'll take and as they're like taking my order, it's almost like I'm an inconvenience to their day. And I'm like I'll just
What did you
say
expect
this-
when you showed up at work today?
Yeah,
This
like
is your
the
job.
The simplest thing, hey, can I have a number 1 large? And they're just like,
Dude,
like you can hear it, and you're just like, really, dude? I wasn't rude. I'm always like extremely polite when I'm in a drive-through too, because I realize what
they're handling your food.
could happen to my food, and I'm always so polite
It's good
and
to
everything.
be polite too. You got to be.
Yeah, but
No, they're handling your food.
I can't stand it. Like it drives me crazy.
Dude, the nurturing of entitlement in the workplace is insane.
Dude.
And I will go into 0% of this story on the air, but I feel it in my own place where I work at times.
Like, do you think people understand that's why Chick-fil-A does so well? Because they all seem like
If
grateful.
they don't, then sorry, I keep hitting this.
They all
If
seem
if they
grateful.
Dude,
Like, thank you for choosing our restaurant. At the end of the day, that's what it is.
You know what?
Somebody's choosing.
That used to be the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To change, if I could redo my
That's
grumpy old
some
man,
grumpy old man shit.
you can go into one.
it's
Go
to
further.
add on to yours, which is the tipping situation now.
I
Like,
ignore it.
You ignore it.
Added gratuity.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
well, not
Well,
even that.
everywhere you go, there. Do you want a tip for what?
It's not even that. It's the way they do it. I wouldn't. So I went to get there's this like town where I like the center, and you can get cookies. It's nice where I live, and they had like this cookie stand, and all they have to do is take the cookie out.
Fucking black coffee at a coffee shop.
They
They actually
turn
do tip.
this like pad around. They go, it's going to ask you a couple questions. I'm like, great, and it was like tip, but it didn't tell you. It was like $2, $3, whatever, and I was just like, I don't want to tip, and then I felt bad not tipping.
I don't.
You don't? See,
At
that's
the
my
slightest
problem.
bit possible. There's
So
a
it's like-
couple places that I frequent, and people that I've bonded with that I'll tip.
That's me at Moe's.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more. And that's where I was like, you know what? Let me tip and just get this over with. But then I was thinking to myself, like, the next time we went, I'm like, I'm bringing cash. I go to do it. They go, we don't take cash.
Oh,
Yeah. So I'm like, now I'm
This-
sitting here. And then I
you
was
don't
like,
take American currency?
No.
I will go Ron Swanson on your ass. This is the most glorious piece of paper on earth. Sorry.
and then that's what happened.
So, anyways, you're writing 0 in the tip.
Look, well, like,
Every time. You can write 0 for me. And
wanted to do-
even without tipping, that was another thing at the counter. Can I just swipe my card without having homework after?
yeah,
Like questions, I don't want to donate to someone. Don't round up. Give me all my money back. I'm paying exactly what this overpriced thing is and nothing more.
My favorite thing that my dad did when I was growing up is no matter how good the server was, if they were great, if they were terrible, he did the same thing every time. Every time the check would come, he would look at it and he'd turn it to him and he'd go, "Excuse me, what's 2% of 86?"
Oh, that joke sucks for servers.
I
served for 6 years. I hated all those jokes.
But what it did?
I expected more from you, Mark.
No, but what it did was whenever somebody responded with a funny answer, he would give them a proper tip.
See, this
He would tip like 20%, but if somebody was like, "Oh, $100," he'd be like,
this is
and then he'd
where
write him a good
My
tip.
answer would have been inadequate.
this is where I'm going. Like, if I was thinking, like, and back to the entitlement thing, like, whatever, every generation thinks the next generation is the last generation. But
It's really the most
I know-
insanely entitled generation that has ever existed.
and I agree with that. But
And adults, I'm talking about people in their 30s.
Yeah,
I
it's
agree.
bad.
I work in corporate America.
You had good
I
parents.
see it all the time.
Most
I
people
had
your age
great
didn't.
parents.
My point more is like this person. I'm like, oh God, if I was in this position, I would try to make it like fun to get a cookie for somebody, like to work for my tip
Yeah.
and make at least be like
That
have some pride in what you're doing. I don't care. I was a janitor for 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Master of the custodial
Master of the
arts.
custodial arts.
I heard that joke every
I took
time.
pride in that. You know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah.
something in that.
I
Hey,
wanna-
where'd that get you, by the way? In all honesty, because he was going to college and got a job as a janitor with 𝗙𝗶𝘁.
Yep. No, well, I was a janitor, custodial artist at a Catholic school, which is why I probably have issues with the Catholic, because I saw the business side of it. I was like,
Right.
I did that for 5 years, and then I got a job.
Custodial arts and the Catholicism is cutthroat.
Yeah. But I learned, but I had pride in it, and then when I got a job with I've been there 18 years now. It was basically a glorified janitor position. Like I wasn't
It sounds
mopping
like it.
floors, but I got in on the ground floor of a company called 𝗙𝗶𝘁, and now I'm an IT executive, basically.
With the same company.
with the same company.
So you had an Andy Bernard moment.
Which I did.
You went from mopping the carpet to
I did.
The
And-
tip top.
Don't get dirty.
And it makes me think now, like I feel you talk about these kids being
I
entitled.
mopped the carpet.
In a way, like I'm not that I don't blame them, but like the way that I worked my way up in the company, that will never happen again. AI
Work ethic.
is replacing those
Today.
that's a good
task-based.
point.
But these people are already
Right.
in the workforce. They're 30s.
True.
Late. Like,
Yeah.
that's coming, but that hasn't happened to these ungrateful, miserable
Yeah.
human beings that just aren't going to be happy unless they ruin everybody's day in a
Or
small
just
interaction.
basic like human interaction, how to interact with people in a human element without social media and all these things to like
Decency.
decent. There it
Not
is.
respect, because respect
Yeah,
is
just be
earned.
decent.
Yeah, just be decent to each other. I'll be decent to you doesn't mean I respect you.
Right.
Yeah,
I'll
like
respect you if you earn respect.
Yeah, like how we're friends. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
we
zero
don't
respect for each other.
but like you're a decent
But
person.
Decent enough.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
tolerable.
You have good socks.
Yeah. Yeah. Black socks.
Nike.
Yeah.
Sponsor of the show.
Yeah. I like to give children work.
Well, they owe us $12.50 now.
Yeah, Nike owes us $12.50.
Now you said it 3 times. So.
Yeah. But I mean,
technically
it's Nike. They'll pay a child a penny to say it. Oh, by the way, we never even mentioned that this is the drummer on our theme song.
Yeah.
Wait, this could be post credits. I love post credits.
By the way, this is the only reason I came here is to get that credit. So I appreciate you bringing that up. I wasn't
Yeah.
gonna be upset. Me
The
and
whole car ride back is just silent.
yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm totally
Yeah.
fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you okay?
Hey, don't worry. I get a some sort of composition writing credit for it too because I remastered it.
You did remaster it.
Yeah.
It does sound a lot better now.
You couldn't master it right the first time?
It was
I didn't
taken
ma-
on
that
a
was-
phone, wasn't it?
That was Brian DeLion. I didn't do it. Brian did that.
Oh, that makes so
It
much
is
sense.
crazy
sense.
though. I was
So much-
rolling through my Dropbox and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And it was the Dropbox that you sent me of the original file. I didn't realize the song was 6 minutes
Oh
long.
my God, we didn't
Just
really have a
jammed
good. Yeah, we just
out,
jammed out.
Like literally, that was me saying, "Hey, I have this riff." I played it for them, and we did that for 6 minutes. That was the first time we did it.
Which is how Tom and I wrote songs in all the bands that, well, the main band we ever played in. Tom would have the idea, we'd jam it, and then we'd arrange it together.
I could never complete a song. I always had ideas to songs.
Yeah.
And then you would be like, "Do this for this part." Remember Mr. Melody?
Yeah.
You hummed the chorus. All I had was the one bass riff. And
worked.
Then you hummed the chorus, and we had a full song.
All right, can we get it on record?
What?
The 3 of us need to make music at some point, whether it's
Right
one
now.
song.
We
But
put the
just
kids
one
in.
song.
I've been writing kids songs lately. By
That's
the way.
fine.
Like I can't. No,
Remember my one about going to the bathroom?
sing it.
Hold on, I gotta.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Why do some poops float and some poops don't? Some poops squirt and some poops hurt.
That's it.
That's all I got so far. See, I can't write a complete song. I need you.
He gets verse 0.5. You got another half of that verse.
I got so tired of like brushing your teeth songs that I made my own brushing your teeth song. I made a video for it.
I almost left my wife for
YouTube.
playing a different one for Amelia.
And now my kids sing it, and I love it so much.
I had one with when Harper was little. I used to always sing the dumbest song when I would change her diaper, and my kids started singing it. It's that diaper
I sing a song.
change. You're going to get our diaper change.
I like that.
What do I sing?
Diaper change. We're going to change our butt. And then my Katie would always come in when I would be doing it, and she'd like join in and like diaper change. Katie's gonna be a musician. I'm telling you.
Oh my God, none of my kids are showing signs of that.
What was the one I sung to Amelia?
I would be
like,
very
we're gonna
sad.
Change your diaper, your little butt. We got a wipey.
Harp 2.
Can't write the melody.
Like 2 years old, dude, and she's got like when she does Baby Shark and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Perfect pitch.
On key,
Really?
perfect pitch.
Oh, that
Love
would
it,
make
dude.
Yeah, you're a very good singer. So.
And I'm like,
But I say to my wife all the time, like they've got potential. Obviously, they're a young.
It's over for them.
that's done.
Sometimes
Ship sailed, kid.
I got drums laying around. I got guitars laying around. They love music and they want to like. But my son James, there's no pitch yet. And Rebecca's like, well, he could learn. I'm like, he could. I mean, I had perfect pitch at like 3, but that's fine.
Yeah,
he could learn.
Yeah, or he could be Tom.
Or maybe he'll be like Rick Rubin and just lay on a couch, have no musical ability, and still be successful. Maybe he'll be
Scratch his
that
balls and make the best.
Dude, I know. I worked with a bunch of songwriters in Nashville that had no musical ability. Loaded.
I'm not even saying that as a joke.
They're
Yeah, like
loaded.
they could.
Dude,
Tell
Rick
a story.
Rubin told Flea, picked the bass line to give it away, and just said, "Hold on, keep repeating that."
Yeah,
And then
change
give it
here,
away.
change that, change this. Maybe
But
do
Flea
this.
was just jamming around and
And
something.
then
That was
Anthony
like a
Kiedis
fill.
got on there and was like, shooby doo
That-
doo California.
And
I
that
still
mic.
stand by this with probation.
Do it
You did the same thing, Timmy. The riff for probation. As everyone knows.
As everybody knows, the worldwide state.
Studio Stankers, probation. But that riff was me trying to come up with a fill on a different song, and you told me to keep repeating that.
Yes.
And then like down,
Yeah.
and then you went and then
love
we
that
just
song.
had a song.
The only gripe I have about that song is like all the people in the
lyrics.
band. Yeah, but all the people in the band had these like, Tom is doing this and like badass shit, and the only thing that came up for me was that I got caught driving without registration.
Yeah.
Like,
So the chorus was, I hit somebody with a bottle. So I throw bottles in confrontations.
That means you were a good kid.
Yeah,
I guess so.
I would
the
take
lyrics-
that as a compliment.
It's a compliment
These
now.
days.
Listen to the
Back
arch.
then, you're like, I'm
Yeah,
fun.
You gotta listen to the arch
Listen
of
to the
this.
arch of the chorus. It was my nickname was Beaker.
Yep.
It was Beaker throws bottles in confrontations.
Studio Stank is always on
On
probation.
probation.
I remember you
John
showed me this
driving
song.
with intoxication.
Intoxication.
Studio
Stank is
Stank. Brian fucks you up with no hesitation, knocked the guy out.
He did.
Timmy likes to drive with no registration.
Imagine me playing the drums like this kicks ass. Timmy drives. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, that's all I get. I follow the law. Exactly. I'm like, wait a minute. By the way, I never got on probation.
It
for that.
lapsed for one day. I didn't know.
I didn't know.
It was bad timing.
It was my dad's
I gotta
car.
piss again.
All right. That was a good
fun.
ending.
That was
That
fun.
Car.
It was my dad's car. I don't know.